This video will completely change how you approach emotional healing. We are going to dismantle the false trap of trying to outthink your pain and break down the literal physical anatomy of trapped energy in your body. Drawing directly on the profound, practical teachings of Dr. David R. Hawkins, Eckhart Tolle, Michael Singer, and the great sage Ramana Maharshi, we will reveal why treating surrender as a mental action is the exact reason you are stuck. By the end of this breakdown, you will learn the precise, counterintuitive physical mechanism that causes trapped emotions to instantly evaporate and leaves you in a state of profound, unshakable peace. The mind is a brilliant tool, but it is a terrible master. It convinces you that if you just analyze your past trauma enough, it will finally disappear. You falsely believe that understanding the exact psychological origin of your pain is the ultimate key to freedom. You spend years in your head trying to solve your feelings like a complex math equation. Analyzing an emotion just feeds it more mental energy. It is exactly like throwing a 1-gallon bucket of gasoline on a roaring fire to figure out how it burns. Every time you run the story through your head, you pump more blood and energy into the exact same painful neural pathways. The renowned psychiatrist and spiritual teacher, Dr. David R. Hawkins, spoke directly about this mental trap. He stated, "The mind with its thoughts is driven by feelings. Each feeling is the cumulative derivative of many thousands of thoughts. Because thoughts are driven by the underlying feeling, you can never outthink the feeling itself. If thinking about the problem actively makes it worse, what is the actual tool you must use to dissolve the energy? The answer lies entirely outside of your brain. To understand how to release an emotion, you must understand what it actually is. An emotion is literally just a localized vibration in the physical body. It manifests as a tight physical pressure. It often feels like a dense 10-pound iron weight sitting heavily in your stomach or gripping your throat. Emotional pain does not linger because the past event was severe. It stays completely trapped because you are violently resisting the physical sensation of it in the present moment. You are clenching your internal muscles to block it out. You are subconsciously bracing for impact, trying to hold a heavy door shut against the pressure. You must stop labeling the feeling as anxiety, grief, or anger. You must completely strip away the conceptual label and view it purely as a raw, physical pressure in the body. The great spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle explained this beautifully. He said, "Focus attention on the feeling inside you. Know that it is the pain body. Accept that it is there. Don't think about it. Don't let the feeling turn into thinking." The actual technique requires radically welcoming the exact physical sensation you have spent years running from. This is the exact opposite of what your survival instincts tell you to do. First, you locate the physical pressure in your body. It might be a tightness spanning exactly 3 inches across your solar plexus. Next, you completely drop the story of why it is there and who is to blame. You place all your conscious awareness directly on the raw feeling and grant it absolute permission to exist exactly as it is. You drop your internal shoulders and stop fighting the physical cramp. Surrender is not doing something to the emotion. Surrender is the sudden, complete dropping of all resistance to what is already here. Michael Singer perfectly captured this mechanic in his teachings. He noted, "To let go of the inner energy patterns, you must not allow yourself to build mental resistance to them. You must literally relax the physical area around the trapped energy and let it burn as hot as it needs to burn. When you finally stop fighting the physical sensation, the trapped energy is granted the exact space it needs to naturally move. You take your heavy foot off the emotional brake pedal. The dense, heavy pressure naturally rises. It will peak in intensity for a short moment, causing your heart to beat faster. If you simply observe it without adding a new mental story, it cleanly dissipates into pure nothingness. It completely burns itself out as fuel. It leaves behind a profound, empty silence in your body, leaving you feeling physically lighter. The great realization is that you do not ever need to fix your complex mind. You only need to stop resisting your immediate physical reality. As the profound sage Ramana Maharshi taught, peace is your natural state. It is the mind that obstructs the natural state. By dropping the physical and mental resistance, you return instantly to the brilliant, empty peace that was always waiting underneath the noise.